Thank you guys for hopping on. It really matters that you get on these Monday nights and we get to reconnect. It's April 25th, so plenty of time to hit Success Club and pop some new diamonds on our team. A lot of exciting things going on. So, yeah, push hard to the end of the month. If you're not at Success Club yet, plenty of time. And if you are, everything you do now determines how well you do in May, right? So we keep the pedal to the metal and keep putting the feelers out there and keep inviting is the big things. I wanted to give a shout out to Loretta for locking in SC10. And I'm sure Lauren will be hopping on because I know she hit Success Club this month. Whoops, sorry, Claire. So yeah, shout out to you guys. It's awesome to see you guys growing, and we have our new coach Martha on here too. So shout out to you for getting on. Sorry, Claire, I think I hit your video off. But yeah, so just keep pushing, guys. Keep putting your feelers out there and know that you'll change a lot of lives. Do something vulnerable and reach the people that you're trying to talk to is always my go-to for hitting Success Club at the end of the month. I mentioned in the team page, we're going to do a free clean eating group again next week. So if anybody's interested in helping lead that, let me know. I've let you guys know I have a lot of craziness going on the next 6 weeks. So I'm going to need to plan things in and lock in with you guys and connect with you guys. But I think that was everything. The one thing I did want to mention is if you haven't been using the My Challenge Tracker app for your challenge groups, set it up for May and start using it because it's so easy, at least from our end. And I know from Challengers' ends because Martha was just telling me she loves it. Hey, Lauren, I just shouted you out for hitting Success Club. So you go, girl.
Way to match again.
We do match. Has anyone not got their 21-day fix shirt? Because this is the free shirt you get when you finish and submit your results. So you better put your results in if you haven't. All right, so enough of me rambling. I think that was everything I wanted to cover. Just keep fighting, guys. There's people out there that need our help, and I know that a lot of you have big goals you're going to hit. So I am going to screen share, and hopefully you can let me know if you see the right thing. Can you guys see my screen? Let's see. Okay, awesome. Perfect. I can't really see many of you. Okay, so tonight we're going to be talking about, recruiting coaches just like you. A lot of you guys asked me about this. And I think a lot of you are in building phases where you're just looking for those few couple coaches to start building towards Diamond and thinking about taking this business seriously. And to do that and to grow your paycheck, you need to find other people that want to run with this, right? And so I thought it was important to share this because we have some of you in the Diamond training and you are rocking it, but you're like, I just need 2 people to hit Emerald. Where the heck do I find them? And it's hard making that transition from a new coach who has a few discount coaches under them to now your paycheck and your rank depends on other people working the business. And you don't have control over that besides setting a good example and helping them along the way. So I wanted to kind of give you an overview of a call I was going through this week to try and help you find coaches just like you. And really, they're out there. I promise you they are out there because all of you are sitting here because I asked you or your coach asked you, right? So I was the coach last year that was like, I would tell Noelle all the time, I'm like, I just can't find anybody that wants to do this. Nobody's saying yes. Nobody's ever going to coach with me. And then it's hilarious sitting out here looking back at myself thinking I was so silly. It's really just I had to dig my heels in and not take no for an answer and just find the people that would believe in this just as much as I did. Because in reality, in the beginning, I thought coaching was a joke too. It took me getting dragged to a Super Saturday to see like, holy crap, this is real. Like I can really do something with this. So if you haven't been to an event yet, put August, I think it's 2nd or 3rd is the next Super Saturday, depending on where you are. Seriously, guys, get there. I know that Amanda and Lauren went this past time, and I think it's really helped them put into perspective their goals and their dreams and what they want out of this opportunity. So let's get right into it. And I have some notes, so I'm going to like kind of work from that. But okay, let's talk. How the heck can we find people to do this with us, right? It starts with your vision first. So you have to set the tone and wholeheartedly believe this coaching opportunity is the vehicle to create the freedoms you want in your life without a shadow of a doubt. Like it's got to be so ingrained in your mindset that this is going to work. Like there is no backup plan. There is no way out. There is no, I'm going to quit tomorrow. Like you're going to make this work no matter what it takes. And it's so true. Liz says all the time, Beachbody is the vehicle or the tool to create whatever freedom or success looks like for you in your life. Whether that's just offsetting your cost of Shakeology, whether that's making an extra $500 a month for your family, whether that's creating a 6-figure income. But you have to have that wholehearted belief that this will work, and you won't stop until it does. So it takes that belief in yourself and really digging deep into personal development. And I find sometimes that if I'm listening to something and I start doing something else at the same time and not taking notes or not giving my personal development the full undivided attention, I'm not doing it. And that's kind of hard because we all have busy schedules, right? But it's funny, Colleen Eddy called me out on this a few weeks ago, and she was like, what personal development are you doing? And I was like, well, I listen in the car or like getting ready. And she was like, you need to not do that. She's like, you need to be doing, or I told her I was doing it at work too. She's like, you need to be doing personal development, just personal development. And I totally believe that, even if I can get 10 minutes in a day with no distraction, which it seems impossible for some of us, but seriously, like put earplugs in and just plug into reading or a podcast for 5 to 10 minutes, doing nothing else but taking notes and wholeheartedly taking in the information that you are listening to or reading, because it's a game changer. And you guys know that this mindset and this belief is what's going to drive you for the long run in this business. It's what's going to take you from, just this little bit of success and excitement to like the marathon mindset and sticking with this for the long haul. So we need to visualize what we want out of this opportunity. And a lot of you have gone through the trainings, the Girl Boss trainings, and hopefully have a vision board by now. If you're just starting, Martha, you'll be getting to do one, and it's super fun. But if you don't have it up, or you don't like update it every 3 to 4 months, you need to start doing that now. I have on my phone, my sister's texting me, so I can show you. Let's see. I have on my phone, the background screen is the list of elite coaches at Summit from last year. They had this huge, huge pillar, because you guys know Beachbody does nothing small, huge pillar with their faces on up there and huge guitars with their names on it, because I want us to be an elite team this year. And if you don't know what that means, it's okay. You will learn over time. But I have that big vision, and being at Summit last year is what gave me that vision. I, to be honest, didn't take this seriously until I went to Summit, and that's when Claire started joining and Monica started joining, and our team started kind of running. So it's because I made it serious for myself, and I put in a board right next to my desk, I want to create financial freedom. This is how much I want to make this year. I want to meet Carl, so I put a picture of him and I up there. I wanted to go on the Success Club trip, so I put a picture of me on the beach. Like, it sounds silly. I know Noelle posted about this in our diamond training, but she took a picture of a National Wake Up Call background and put her face on it. Like, it's silly, But when you put yourself in that place of, maybe you put your future coaches' faces up on your vision board, and that's how you think about it. But you have to be really clear about what you want and why you want it. So, this also goes back to working for it, right? Nothing in this business comes easy. You guys know that by now. Nothing in life comes easy unless you work for it, right? But the reward is so, so, so good. This past week, I saw 5 people get fired from my work, which was pretty astonishing. 5 people I did not expect. And it just kind of reminded me that, like, we have the power to create whatever success or opportunity we want out of Beachbody and out of coaching. No one can take that away from us but ourselves. Like, in the real world, you can get fired by anybody, but anybody's decision or, their opinion of your performance. Nobody's going to tell you you're off the team, like, I'm kicking you out. So it's interesting to think about it. And it reminded me to tell you guys, like, you are the only person and the only thing that stands between you and what you want out of this business and what you want in your future team and what you want for your freedom. So don't forget that, because the actions you take daily will, over time, consistent daily action over time yields huge, huge, huge results. And lastly, talking about vision, I think we often forget that, guys, our challengers are coaches in training. Gonna need that. Your challengers in your accountability groups are your coaches in training. They are the people that are showing up and posting pictures, that are encouraging others, that are, telling you their results and being proof the product. So think of creative ways to already get them to do the 3 vital behaviors, and then come in and say, hey, you're already doing it. Why don't you benefit from this financially? That's kind of how I started. So I know that that's how other future coaches of mine are going to start. So don't take that for granted, and don't be afraid to also post about our team and post about the coaching opportunity in your accountability groups, because they really are your best coaches. They believe in the products. They are seeing results. They're excited about it. You want to invite them to it. So don't forget about that. All right. That's creating your vision. Can you guys see the next slide okay? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay, cool. So attracting other yous. So your story is what attracts other people to you. So, the things that you've struggled with in the past, maybe it's your weight loss, maybe it's a specific disease. Shout out to Felicia for sharing an incredible video tonight. It brought me to tears. And that is what you want. You want to connect people with your story. If you're into running and that's your thing and that's your stress relief, like, share that. If you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck, or you want to give some freedom to your husband or your family, like, you need to share these tidbits day in and day out. Yes, health and fitness is what we lead with, right? That's what we are, Beachbody coaches. But it's really about the lifestyle that we're creating and the happiness we're exuding and the relationships that are benefiting from us, sharing our hearts and stories and working on ourselves. Your story is what's going to connect you with other people. I can specifically think of, like Amy told me, she watched me for a year. And that speaks volumes to, like, what if I didn't show up 30 days in? If I stopped being consistent 30 days in, she wouldn't be here right now. So you have to think of that consistency over time and sharing different layers of your story and your life, because one day it might just connect somebody like Amy, and she just messaged me out of the blue and she's like, sign me up, I'm ready. And it's so true, because something just hits you that day and they connect with what you're saying and they are ready. So you have to be sharing the layers of that story over and over and over again, because like attracts like, so you attract you. I always like to think about it like, is your heart truly open when you are sharing on social media, because it's great to share positivity and inspiring things. But I loved when Amy Silverman shared at Summit, make your mess your message. Like, get in there and share something scary or share something that you really struggle with. Like, for me, this huge weight of my student loan debt is just mind-boggling. And I know that that connects to a lot of people that I talk to and a lot of coaches on our team. So I have to continuously find ways to share that. And having Beachbody as the tool to help me overcome that gives the connection and opportunity for people to say, hey, this could work for me too. Because, I mean, it's fun and I'm creating freedom, right? But your heart has to be open with that. And people can sense when you're being genuine and when you're kind of leading for the sale. So we've been seeing a lot of videos come up on social media lately, and a lot of you guys have been using it. And it's awesome because Noelle and I were just talking about this week, that every time I've gotten on the phone with somebody to talk about the coaching opportunity or an upcoming challenge group, I think almost 100% of the time they say yes. And the reason is because they can feel my passion and my excitement and my genuine support and kindness. And that's not to speak like being bragging. It's just saying that don't be afraid to get on the phone with somebody. Don't be afraid to put a video up of you sharing your story or sharing your why or sharing something that you overcome. Those are the things that are going to connect people to you and truly connect to the emotional aspect where people can see that like you're truly there to help them, because we can write words and text and tons of posts like that. But I think when you truly speak from the heart, it's when people can sense, okay, this is like real and she is genuine and there to support me every step of the way. Are you painting the picture of what this community is doing for you when you're posting? Are you sharing about the benefit of this community and the accountability that you've gained? Like for me, with my health and fitness goals, the accountability of this team is what keeps me going still to this day. And you don't get that at a gym. Nobody watches you for the other 23 hours of the day. So these are all things that like I share over and over and over again. And I share it genuinely from the heart. So trying new things. And if you haven't shared a video yet, like get on there and do it. The first time it's scary, but you guys know the magic comes outside your comfort zone, right? And usually when you do something scary is when that person reaches out to you that you didn't even expect. And they're like, let's talk more about this. And it's just all of a sudden things start clicking. So what was I saying? Okay, painting the picture. I guess we're talking about the end of the month here, right? And so you have to be careful when you're pushing for a big goal at the end of the month, like Success Club, right? People can sense when you're selling. They can sense when you're like the last straw or, the last thing for them to hit. So remember to keep your heart true and pure and be interested in them and ask questions about them and what they're struggling with and take the time to build that relationship, because everything you do now sets you up for next month, right? It doesn't mean you still can't hit goals this month, but it's about the other person and it's not about you. And we have to continuously self-evaluate that, because it's easy for me to say like, oh my gosh, this community is so awesome and Beachbody's great and Shakeology is the best thing ever. I mean, we've all done it in posts, right? We've all done it in messages, but you really just have to continuously be a servant and serve others and ask them about their life, because you guys know what coaching has done for you. And if it takes writing 5 to 10 things down on what this community has done for you and put it up next to your computer every day, share that in your conversations, but find ways where it naturally comes up and how you can help people through painting that picture. You can't expect to attract coaches if you're not talking about the coaching opportunity like daily in creative ways in your post. If you're pushing for Diamond, you need to be talking about how the coaching opportunity has changed your lifestyle and changed your way of life. And I've said this to a couple of you, but don't be afraid to like take pictures from the cruise that I've posted and say, I'm going to be here next year. Paint the picture that this is what I'm working for now, and I want my friends to come with me. Or Coach Summit, if you're gearing up to go for that, go find pictures from my page. I don't care. Say like, I saw my coach go last year and I committed to being there this year, and this I'm going after, and I'm going to be in Nashville. Like, isn't this incredible that I get to work and help people, and along the way get more opportunity to travel with my friends? People love and want to travel more, you know, especially in our demographic with younger people. Everybody wants a good adventure and a good vacation, especially if it's on Beachbody's tab. So think about how you're painting the picture, both publicly and privately. And we talk about self-evaluating, right? You know, getting your success partner to look at your Facebook page weekly and say, you know what, Lauren, I haven't seen you post about Shakeology. You no wonder you're getting so many objections. You're not talking about it, right? Just little things like that. So that's kind of attracting other yous. So it's not about you, right? You've probably heard that before from me, but I figured I'd make it nice and bright and bold. Guys, it's lonely at the top, right? It's lonely at the top, but it's not lonely if you bring your friends. And that's where I went into this opportunity. I wanted to have my friends come along with me. I wanted to go on vacation with my friends. I wanted to make an impact on the world with my friends. I wanted to give financial freedom to my friends. And that's why every single one of you is sitting here, or why your coach has invited you, because it's more fun with the people you love, right? Don't we all want that? So be selfless, because you can't grow alone in this business. It's a community. It's a connection business. It's about relationships. You know, you have to have the leadership mindset that once you hit Emerald and you're working towards Diamonds, you have to lead with your team's goals. If you guys notice, I ask a lot of questions on our team page to continuously check myself of what you guys want to work towards, because it's not about me. Like, sure, I still have goals and I still have dreams and I still have big things I want to hit, but I can't do it alone. And it's more fun doing it together anyways. It's more fun seeing all of you see success along with me. I told you guys so much when I was on the cruise ship and I saw other coaches with their teams. My heart just melted, because I'm like, I want all of you there next year with me. It is just such a mind-blowing experience, like out of body weird thing. But like, it brought me to tears just knowing that like you guys are going to be there next year with me on the Success Club trip. But it's really, it's switching that mindset from me to us and you and our team. You know, even the way you post and the way you share about our team matters. Like, look at your posts from the past week and ask yourself, how many times did you say, well, I did this and I did that and I worked out this morning and I got my Shakeology in. It's easy to do, right? It's really easy to do. You have to find ways to celebrate the small things and celebrate our team and share that publicly every single week, because you have to paint the picture. It's going back to the last slide, paint the picture. So their goals are more important than yours. We kind of touched on that, but I can't get to 5-star diamond if I have no people that want to shoot for diamond, right? So that's why Noel and I were like, let's throw the Diamond Dash training together and see who wants to work for it. And sure enough, some of you guys wanted to work for it. So you have to put that at the forefront of your mind and know that it's a team effort, and you have to meet each other in the middle, right? And work together. So creating that team culture from day one. I've challenged a few of you now, if you have a coach that's truly working, to create your own team page. So your own, maybe it's just Amanda's personally sponsored coaches, right? Who cares? And the reason is because your coaches connect to you. Like attracts like. So even if you're not hosting team calls. I mean, I didn't start hosting team calls till a year in. And it's not to say that you shouldn't do that. I want you guys to run and spread your wings and fly when you have coaches, not to kick you out of the nest, but just to put you in that leadership role and embrace it, because all of you are capable of it. I mean, I can't wait for the day where I'm the only one sitting on this team call because all of you have your own teams and you're like, see you, Danielle. But it matters that you create that culture. And I notice who, like when I posted Martha's welcome thing, who comments and welcomes her in and likes the picture and makes her feel special. Those little things matter in the culture of your team. Lauren is the first person to comment on everything and celebrate everyone in the team page. And that is the culture that I want. That's the culture that I've had a vision of from day one. Not because I want annoying notifications all day, but because I want everybody to feel special, right? Everybody loves a good shout out and everybody loves recognition. And so the more we can create that, the better. Carl announced 2 weeks ago, the fourth vital behavior is recognize, recognize, recognize. Because how many people get recognized in their daily job? I know I don't. I barely get a thank you like every couple of weeks, right? I'm sure most of you can feel the same way. So even if you only have challengers, treat them this way in your accountability group. Shout them out weekly and say, so-and-so lost 2 pounds this week. Like, how incredible is that you lost instead of gained or maintained? Or, Amy got 7 workouts this week, even though she traveled. Those things create the culture that will transpire into your future coaches. So even if you don't have coaches right now, or even if you're just starting out, you can do these small things in your challenge groups that will create those coaches in training. So I like to say, I try to feature you guys as leaders in ways that I can. Like Lauren stepped up and did the free clean eating group last month, and I think she learned a lot from it. And it gave her the opportunity to kind of step up and be a leader in the team. So, don't be afraid once you do have your own team page to create a platform for your coaches to feel celebrated and to step up into a leadership role. So, running a challenge group with your new coach is huge, because if you just do everything for your coaches, that never creates independence with them. That never, like having Lauren have me answer 10 questions a day, it doesn't create independence for her. So like you guys know, when I started you out, I said, you can go FAQ it, you can go Google it, you can go look on YouTube. It's not because I'm mean, it's because you want that same culture so that when you have 30 coaches, you're not getting 100 questions a day and pulling your hair out because you never have time to work your business. So, as you do get new coaches, run groups together and give them that leadership role so they can step in, or get them on a coaching opportunity call. If you're thinking about running them yourself, have your new coach get on with you and invite some people and speak to the questions, just as if they've been doing this for the past year and a half like me. They can do it. Also shout them out publicly. And even your challengers, ask them permission to shout them out publicly and share those things, because like I said, everybody loves recognition, and it starts in your challenge groups, and it starts being transparent with the success that you're seeing, no matter how small it is. Guys, share it. Let's see. All right, last slide, goal setting. So a lot of you are working towards Diamond right now, and I think we have 3 weeks left, right? The fire's on, and I know a lot of you are going to hit it. But if you're looking to rank advance, or you're looking to hit Success Club by April 30th, the best way to work towards a goal is reverse engineer it. So if I want to help 3 people by the 30th, and probably 10% of the people that I talk to are going to say yes, and I want to help 3 people, I need to be talking to 5 to 6 people each day. So when you kind of break it down, it doesn't seem that difficult, right? It's totally manageable, and you kind of set those stars along the line to get to the moon, to get to the big goal, right? Because if we look at like making $1,000 a month, and that seems so mind-blowing because you're barely making, $80 in commissions, that's too much. You have to set manageable goals along the way to help with that. So when Kelsey Pape spoke on our call earlier last month, she said, I really only look for coaches now. And I know that really resonated with Noelle and I, because we have a goal each month for how many coaches we want to start on our team and help them see success. So when you put that seed in your head and create urgency and a deadline for it, it becomes like so much more real. It's the same thing that we talk about, like hitting Success Club by the 15th of every month. So the 15th is the 30th. There is no more 15 days after the 15th. Like, it's a non-negotiable to hit it that day. So this week, I'm going balls to the wall so that by the 3rd of the month, I'm at Success Club. And then I can help all of you. So it seems crazy, but it's really just shifting your momentum from pushing at the end of the month to pushing at the end of the month to start the next month strong, so that you're not killing yourself on the 30th, because I've been there and it's not fun, and getting out of that bad habit. So, think about your big goal and then break it up into small, manageable things, reverse engineer it. And if you need help doing that, I'd love to help you with that. I've been through some end of the month Success Club struggles, so I know, and it's doable. It's totally doable. Really challenge yourself daily, right? Doing the scary stuff is where you grow and where you learn and where you fail forward and you pick yourself up and try again. And you hear no's and you tweak what you're saying and you try again. That's the beauty of this business, guys. There is no wrong way to do things. It's really just having your journey just like you are with your health and fitness, the same way you would to find coaches and to find challengers. You have to step outside your comfort zone and say, yes, I'm a coach. I'm owning it. And I am looking for other women to help see success that I am. But if you're not sharing that and you're not saying that, nobody knows. Nobody knows it's an opportunity. And too often we assume that everybody knows this is like an incredible opportunity. Most people know that you guys are on your health and fitness journey, but they don't know that it's actually a financial opportunity. So I challenge all of you to start sharing that a bit more and sharing that vision. So, if you want to hit Success Club 10, guys, that's only helping one person a week if there's 5 weeks in the month. Seems easy, right? Totally doable. See how you can break it down and it's not that hard. Helping one person a month or one person a week, you reverse engineer it. You challenge yourself daily. You talk to the people you're scared of. Do you guys think that I was scared to talk to all of you? Heck yeah, I was. I was so nervous. And most of you sometimes didn't even answer me. But you know what? I kept showing up and I kept supporting and I kept following up because I knew one day it would be worth it and it would pay off. So, going back to how many people do I need to talk to hit my goals? What's your goal? Break it down by week, then break it down by day, and there's your goals. You work harder for big, scary, oh shit goals than you would if you're just going to say, well, I'm just going to help one person this month. Are you going to work hard to help one person this month? No. If you set the bar high and say, I'm going to help 10 people this month, okay, even if you do half of that, that's Success Club 10. That's one Success Club free point the next month. That's one Shakeology order commission the next month. That's a better probably Success Club prize next month. I don't know what they are yet, but I'll let you know when I do. But you know what I mean? It's growing your income faster. It's growing your rank faster. You have to shoot high. You have to challenge yourself and say, this is not acceptable anymore. Lauren told me last month, I hit rock bottom and I didn't hit Success Club last month and it crushed me, but at the same time, it motivated me that I'm never going to do that again, because I know how it feels, and I know how it feels to fail, and I'm not going to accept that anymore. And you know what? She didn't, and she's going to push for 10, and I know she's going to hit it. But those are the things that you have to make up in your mindset and just say, I'm setting the bar up here. Because think about it, guys. If I were to just say, I'm going to hit Success Club 5 this month, would any of you push for 10? Probably not, right? There's a reason why I hit high numbers, because not to say you guys don't work hard, but in general, the majority of your coaches are going to do about 50% of the work you do, at least starting out the first couple months. So I ask myself every day, if my coaches did what I did today, would they be successful? And that power checks me. That puts me in my place and says, shut the excuses off. There's people out there that need you. And you're going to find the right people as you continue to share your heart and share your journey and make it really transparent that this is where I'm going. This is what I'm looking for. And I want you to join me. Like, this is a real thing. So set that standard high, and leadership really starts from day one. So if you're a new coach, Martha, set the bar high, go big. Everything is totally achievable. Like I said, you guys are the only people that stand between you and your goals. And it's no different of finding coaches than it is finding challengers, guys. You just have to find the holes in people's lifestyle more so than their health and fitness, and share with them what our team is doing. Even if you're not where you want to be financially or freedom-wise. I mean, I know I'm not, and I feel like I've accomplished a lot since I started. But you can still share those things. You can share about me. I don't care. Share whatever I've told you guys. Like, that's happening on our team, and that's right in front of you, and you're up next. So don't be afraid to share those things, those stories that are part of your team, even if you're not there, because it makes a true impact. It really does. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and kind of open it up to you guys if you have any questions. That was kind of some tough love, motivational speeches of mine. What do you guys have? Anything? Don't be bashful.
I think the biggest thing that resonates with me, because yes, my story is now out there to the world and I'm not afraid to share it. Totally failed last month, but I failed forward because now I'm not afraid. But it's finding the holes in the lifestyle. I think I know it's the last thing you said, but that is what is sitting with me the most, because for so long I've kind of registered in my brain, I'm looking for, can they have time to work out? Do they need to work out? What are they interested in? What are they doing? And ask them these types of questions. And, you know, what's a typical meal look like for you a day? And what's your routine look like? But now it's more about a lifestyle. And I think I realized how many times I copy and paste the Beachbody disclosure to keep the legal team happy. I realize I haven't copied and pasted that often recently. Mm-hmm. So I think that is something that maybe we can all kind of help each other out with a little bit more as well. Because I know, like, with Amanda and I, we are sending each other, hey, check this out on my page. Would you know I'm a coach still? Would you think I need to change up my content a little bit and share more, like, recipes? Am I not dynamic enough with that? But I think lifestyle is kind of the big trigger word that just hit me and had an aha moment. And I totally don't have a question. I'm sorry. I just had to share.
I love it. I've been talking for 40 minutes. I'm going to shut up and be interested.
Yeah, so I totally had to share that because that's gold.
And I'll tell you guys, Noelle and I exchange stuff every day still as my success partner. Like, I ask her to look at my page all the time. I'm always asking her to self-evaluate my conversations. We talk about people. We talk about our teams, where we're at, where we want to be. So, like, that is so key, Lauren, because it's like going back, you can't do this alone. You need the outside objective second set of eyes to say like, you know what, you probably shouldn't have said that, but it's okay. We're going to change this differently next time. Or, you know, how do I address the situation when I'm talking to somebody? That's a good point. What else? You got something, Felicia? Just thinking hard. Writing notes. Her video was so key. If you guys have not gone and listened to her video, like I said, videos is definitely more prevalent on Facebook. If you haven't gone Facebook Live, I also challenge you to do that. Yeah, I know you're in the airport, Amy. But if you haven't gone live on your Facebook page or you don't know what it is, go do it. It's like so thrilling and so fun, I think. It's just something new to try, right? Get outside your comfort zone and do something fun and show your real life. You know, people, we feel like we're boring, but guys, like we're doing amazing things together. And I don't know if you realize that. And it's so funny to see, like, we're ranked in the top 200 of Beachbody right now. I don't know if you guys grasp that, but that's a reflection of all of you. It's nothing about me. It's about showing up every day and you guys putting in the effort. And I just want to applaud you for that again, because I was just the girl sitting here by myself last year. So if you feel that way, know it's normal and know that your team will come as you share more of this lifestyle and this community and what this opportunity has done for you. Because when you just put it all out there, people come to you. Like, it is insane. All I talk to right now are people I don't know, pretty much. Or I go back to people that have said no to me before. And they come out and they ask me, what are you doing? I need to know more. And I feel like I used to hear that all the time. And I'm like, no, you really don't. You really do. When you are putting it out there and you just embrace it, you really do. So don't give up hope. Like, seriously, stick through it, because the hard times are the times that make you get to the magical moments where you're just totally enthralled, and gives me chills just thinking about it. What else? Was this helpful? What do you do? What do you do when someone asks you about the price? It always makes me so nervous, and it seems like as soon as I tell them, they stop responding. Okay, if I get somebody asking about the price, number one, I go self-evaluate my page and see if I am talking about that. It goes back to posting about objections. So if I'm getting price objections, you bet I'm gonna go talk about Shakeology and how I save money on groceries and how I never go to the doctor or spend money on that. Or, how investing $4 a day was a no-brainer, stop going out to lunch. Secondly, I was just talking about this on my corporate call. If I get a price objection, it's a red flag for me to know that I need to ask them more questions, because maybe that relationship just needs to develop a little bit more. I've said this before, but like, have 5 back and forth messages before you ever give out price, because people sometimes will just be like, all right, what's the cost? Like, how much does Shakeology cost? I want to know. Like, that's not the way that I work. I need to know more about your lifestyle until I can help you best with setting up the right program and the right setup. So that's what I always usually say, because people will, in the beginning, they're like, how much is Shakeology? I'm like, well, I can get you the cost as soon as you tell me a little bit about, your daily routine and what's going on. What's your goals? So that's hopefully that's helpful, Julie. And if you want to post some combos, we can definitely help. That was my first reply to you. Totally was. I get it all the time. Not all the time anymore, but I guess it just comes with experience. But yeah, if you get a price right away, like in the first couple combos, it's a red flag. Oh, Danielle's got to ask more questions.
I actually had a conversation just like that for the person I just signed up this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And she came out and had asked, how much is it? And I stopped and I said, I looked back at the previous things that we were talking about, and it was about her meals and how she eats out a lot. And I said, so like, where do you eat? Or do you look at the menu ahead of time? Or what else did I ask her? One of the other pieces I asked, I think, was like, do you ever meal prep? Like, do you spend a couple hours on the weekend and meal prep? And she's like, oh, I used to, but I don't really do that anymore. And that kind of led to a more natural conversation. So then eventually we got into the price. And by that point, like, she was sold. Like,
Right.
She knew, she was ready. She needed this. She needed the help. She needed the group. So like, it was just way more natural. And it was probably the best conversation that I've had. I didn't talk.
What's the saying? You have one mouth and two ears.
Mm-hmm.
So shut your mouth. But you learn. It's a learning process, and it's hard when you're new and excited and you want to share everything. But you guys share on social media. People know what you're doing if they're talking to you behind the scenes. So let that speak for yourself. And I would say, what was the other thing I was going to say? I lost my thought. Definitely. Yeah, so Julie, I would just say get back to asking more questions about their lifestyle. And again, it goes back to leading with your heart, right? Write 5 things down of what Shakeology has done for you and why you would never go a day without it, and put that next to your computer. So that when you do get, well, what's this whole Shakeology thing? How much does it cost? You can go back and say, I feel that this has been the game changer for me and my lifestyle. I felt that it was a total like waste of money, or I felt like super scared to try it, that I didn't think it would taste good. But what I actually found is it's been the lifesaver for me in a busy lifestyle and on the go. Use I feel, I felt, I found, because it really relates to people, and connecting with them and going back to the things they told you about your lifestyle, because you can't force it. People can sense that. And it's kind of a rookie move to throw out like prices to people when you don't know anything about them. And it's easy to do because you're like, yes, success club points, commission, I'm going to rank advance. But like, really, I think Lauren's learned, you just take a step back for a second. Don't feel like you have to reply right away, and just like breathe. Ask your success partner, okay, like, where should I go from here? Or ask your coach, or post in the training page. Because I remember being in those moments, I'm like, oh, this is a total, like, she's going to sign up right now. But usually when I did that, I know I just didn't ask enough. Does that help? Hopefully. What else? Anything else? Felicia, you got anything? She looks so interested. Oh, I can't hear you. Okay.
I'm just taking notes, but so I have a girl who has been interested for like the last month and a half, and I've sent her 2 emails. And then I went to school with her, and I was in a sorority, and she just had her bachelorette party this weekend. And it turns out one of the girls who was also in my sorority is one of her bridesmaids, and I just found out that she is also a Shakeology coach, or a Beachbody coach, and I didn't realize that. Mm-hmm. And the girl who told me she was going to sign up and really wanted to work for it before her wedding started liking her posts. So I'm not sure if now she's kind of leaning towards her, and I don't want to be pushy, and I don't want to step on toes. So I'm not really sure what to do.
So I would say don't assume anything, number one, because you never know who connects to someone better. Number 2, I would just like casually message her and say, hey, I'm finalizing my next accountability group, and I know that you were interested before. I was saving you a spot. Do you still want to join us? And see what she says. Short and sweet. I don't think that's pushy at all. If she told you she's interested, the worst thing she's going to say is no, or I'm setting up with someone else, but at least you have an answer, yes or no, and you're not banking on her, because that middle ground's never fun, right?
Yeah. Is it too much if I've already sent that message and it just hasn't gotten a response?
So then I would just say, hey, it seems like maybe now's not a great time. I'm finalizing my group, and would it be better to follow up with you next month?
Okay.
You know, just be kind and be a friend. That's all you can do. I know it's frustrating when you're pushing hard at the end of the month, but at least you get a yes or no. You'll get it, girlfriend. That post tonight was killer.
Thank you.
How was your event this weekend?
It was good.
Yeah?
Yeah, we really didn't. A lot of Amanda's parents' friends showed up, so I was kind of disappointed that really none of the people that I personally invited showed up. But it's the nature of the business, so we'll keep pushing forward and do it again next month.
And the fact that you guys did it at all, like, I don't know anybody that's done something like that besides Super Saturday, speaks volumes for you showing other people that you're serious about this. So it's like anything. It's like when you post your first challenge group invite and nobody messages you and you think you're going to get like 10 messages. It's the same thing. You know, you keep doing them consistently over time and learn and grow. Awesome. Well, I don't want to hold you guys any longer. I hope this was helpful. Looks like Amy's boarding her flight. That's dedication, right? But yeah, if you guys have any other questions, just let me know and I'll post the recording up. Kick some butt and April strong. You guys can do it. And I will see you soon, next week. All right, have a great week, guys.